What up? Welcome back to the channel. I'm with IJ and we are locked in. We got the exclusive photos from BMF episode 5, and you know we're going to jump into this and break it down. Meech and Terry, they on the road. Denise is locked up. Charles, he gave away his last couple of dollars, and Lamar is still out here looking for revenge after trying to ran Meech and Terry off the road. So before we jump into these pictures, break down what we think is going to happen, hit that subscribe button and turn on your notification bell if you like BMF content. Hit that like button and follow me on Instagram right here. Now, I'm not going to hold you up. We're going to jump right into it. This is the exclusive photos from BMF episode 5. And make sure you tune in tonight right after the episode for my first reaction to BMF.
You blowing money fast on this side. I think I'm Big Meech.
The pressure is on. Miss Mabel is back in the scene. Now we know we got one less driver. Well, actually two, because Denise is locked up and Terry left. So that means Charles is going to have to fix more and more fans. Now I'm saying that he's not going to get with Miss Mabel. I know a lot of people been saying, hey, that's what's going to happen. He's going to step out with Miss Mabel for a little bit. Now that $40 goes a long way. So it ain't no telling how much she giving him this time around. But this is going to be a decision for Charles to make. We know that Lucille is trying to go off to this little church retreat, so this could open up the little connection and bond that he has with Miss Mabel. I don't want Charles to do it, but it's looking like it might be headed in that direction. Now, I know we're all still curious about what's going to happen with Lamar's storyline with the boys leaving Detroit and him chasing after him. Now, he could go after B. Mickey. Nikki, Charles, and Lucille are still here, so the family is vulnerable. But we know that there was a little connection with Monique that we seen when he left the eggs there. So he could start messing with Monique, and that could bring her storyline up a little bit more, since we seen in the trailer that she's going to be helping out Denise. Now, we haven't ever really seen Lamar smiling like this. So it looks like he's up to some mischievous, I don't know. It looks like he's up to no good. That's all I'm going to say. Him and Alvin in here chilling, getting them a little chili cheese, hot dog, glizzy, whatever you want to call it. It looks like Lamar is having a good time. He got money in his hands, so it looks like he may have robbed somebody. That somebody could be this young gentleman here. I'm not too sure, but let's get something straight. Lamar doesn't care. Kid, we seen RIP to Darius, to an adult. It doesn't matter for Lamar. If you got money and he want it, he's gonna take it. If you got clothes and he want it, he gonna take it. If you crossed him, he's gonna go ahead and take your life. So I'm assuming that he probably stole this money from this little kid, and you know Alvin is there like, come on Lamar, you can't do that. That's a kid. I don't know, but if I was this kid, I wouldn't stick around. Look at Lamar's face. Yeah, this isn't a face you want to sit there and look face to face with. There's been a lot of theories thrown out there. Shout out to Michole. She's one of the people that I agree with her potential theory, and I made a video on it. Detective Bryant did have B. Mickey's first gun in the house. Now, we know that his son's been getting picked on at school, and it looks like he's here talking to one of the teachers about his son. Now, did his son get the gun? Maybe not yet, but this could be a lead up and showing us he's still getting picked on. Now, I don't know if he would have brought a gun to school. It would have been maybe some police officers around and the principal. But I don't know. From what we're looking at right here, it does look like Detective Bryant's son is into some nonsense at school, probably pertaining to that bully in that superhero shirt, because that boy is not a superhero and your dad's the cops. So your dad being a cop doesn't really work when you live in the hood. You all remember Earl. Earl's the one that he met in Vegas. He was putting the bricks on him. So it looks like they made it to Atlanta. And Earl is basically telling them, this is the lay of the land. This is who you need to deal with. This is where you need to stay away. And if you guys need some work, I'm not sure if he's going to give Meech work right off the bat. It's probably going to be, hey, you need to meet some people and do some things before I can just give you some work. Because think about it. 2 dope dealers just jump up, come down here and ask you for some work. They didn't notify you prior to coming down here. So Earl might be a little suspicious about it. But he knows Meech came out there and got that work. So there could be a little connection, and he could be the one that steers them in the right direction to go meet Goldie. Speaking of Goldie, it looks like she's in the rim shop. We know she's about to be at the clubs. She already told Meech in the trailer, nothing down here in Atlanta is free. So she's definitely going to be the one giving the game. Now, Earl is just another player in the A. Goldie is going to have all the connections. She's going to have a Rolodex on her desk telling you, hey, this person over here, they might charge you more for bricks. This person over here, they might try to scam you on the low. Now, she might not deal with the work, but she's going to know everybody. If everybody comes around her, of course, oh, that's Goldie. Goldie's going to be like that auntie to everybody that connects everyone, but everyone knows not to mess with Goldie because she probably has a lot of respect down here. So I'm glad we get to see her character and they're going to introduce her this week, but I don't think we're going to really see who Goldie is until maybe episode 6, maybe 6 and 7. That's where we're going to be like, okay, Goldie is the real deal, even though we know she's the real deal. We'll just be able to finally see it. Now, this gentleman right here, I'm thinking this is Ty Washington. Don't quote me on that, but I'm pretty sure this is Ty Washington. Now, he's already been set up down here in Atlanta. If you remember when they were leaving, Meech said, let's go down to Atlanta. We can either mess with Earl or we can mess with Ty. So this guy Ty is actually showing them around. We see that they're on the football campus. We seen that they had the marching band out there. We were getting it. You know, ain't nothing better than the damn down south football game with the marching band out there. You know what I mean? We got to hear the band play. One band, one sound. But he's showing them around. This is the college campus. This is where we move this way. So this is going to be a good connection for them because he looks like he's around their age and he might know the younger crowd. So with Meech and Terry down here, it looks like they're fitting in real good. Now, I wanted them to relax when they got down there, but hey, they got a little bit of money. They spent all of Charles's check. Meech down there in Gucci, MCM on Terry. Yeah, this looks like it's going to be a good time in the A. And of course, we need to know what the brothers are going to do. This is where they're going to be tested on their bond and loyalty to each other. They just moved out of Detroit, got down to Atlanta, a little bit of money in their pocket, no work to their name. We don't know where they're staying, maybe in the car the first night, getting a hotel room until they can actually get situated, get business going with Earl or with Ty or with Goldie. You see what I'm saying? So right now, Meech and Terry, they're going to have to really stick together. And you know, in the back of their head, all they can hear is Charles saying, you guys are family. You're going to have to stick together, figure this out. Now, we already know Terry is kind of iffy on it. Terry really didn't want to leave in the first place. He was talking about school. He still wanted to see Markeisha. So for him, this might be even harder on him. Meech, on the other hand, he's more of a free spirit. He's more of a, hey, this is what we got to deal with. Let's make it happen. You see, he ain't got that arm in the sling no more. So he got shot and he's like, man, look, we in Atlanta. Let's make it happen, brother. All right, let me know what you think. We got a couple of pictures from episode 5. Who do you think is going to be the most influential to Terry and Meech once they get to Atlanta? Ty Washington, Earl, or Goldie? Let me know what you think. Make sure you tune in tonight right after the episode. We'll have my first reaction. We'll have a little bit of fun, talk about the episode. If you like this kind of content, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. Thanks for watching. I'm out.